When I was 27 years old, I left a very demanding job modern counseling for a job that was even more demanding, teaching. To teach 7th grade math in a New York City public school. And like any teacher, I make quizzes and tests. I give out homework assignment. When the work come back, I calculate grade. What struck me, that was IQ was not the only difference between my best and my worst student. Some of my strongest performance did not have just a fixed IQ score. Some of my mathematics kids weren't doing so well. And that got me thinking. The kind of thing you need to learn in 7th grade math. Sure, they're hard. Ratios, decimals, the area of spelling. But these concepts are not impossible. And I was firmly convinced that every one of my students could learn the material if they work hard long enough. After several small years of teaching, I come to the conclusion that what we need in education is a much better understanding of students and learning from a motivational perspective, from a physiological perspective. In education, the one thing we know how to measure best is IQ. But what if doing well in school and in life depend on much more than your ability to learn quickly and easily? So I left the classroom and I went to graduate school to become a psychologist. I started studying kids and adults in a kind of super challenging setting. And in every study, my question was, who is successful here and why? My research team and I went to the West Point Military Academy. We tried to predict which cadets would stay in military training and which would drop out. We went to the National Spelling Bee and tried to predict which children would advance farthest in competition. We studied rocky teachers, work in really tough neighborhood, asking which teachers are still going to be here in teaching by the end of the school year, and ask those who will be the most effective at improving learning outcome for the student. We partnered with brilliant companies asking which of their sales people is going to keep the job and who's going to earn most money. And on those different contests, one characteristic emerged as a significant predictor of success, and it wasn't social intelligence, it wasn't look good, physical health, and it wasn't IQ. It was grit. Grit is passion and perseverance for a very long time goal. Grit is having stamina. Grit is sticking with your future, day in, day out. Not just for a week, not just for a month, but for years. And working really hard to make that future a reality. Grit is living like it's a marathon, not a sprint. A few years ago, I started studying grit in Ichigo Public School. I asked thousands of high school juniors to take a grit questionnaire and then wait around more than a year to see who would grade. Turned out that grittier kids were significantly more likely to graduate, even when I matched them on every characteristic I could measure, things like family income, standardized achievement test scores, and even how safe kids felt when they were at school. But not just at West Point or the National Spelling Bee that grades matter. It also is good, especially for kids that risk for dropping out. To me, the most shocking thing about it is how little we know, how little scientists know about building it. Every day, parents and teachers ask me, how do I build grit in kids? What do I do to teach kids a solid work ethic? How do I keep them motivated for the long run? The honest answer is, I don't know. What I do know is that talent doesn't make you gritty. Our data show very clearly that there are many talented individuals who simply do not follow through on their commitment. In fact, in our data, grit is usually unrelated or even inversely related to measure of talent. So far, the best idea I have heard about building grit in kids is something called ground mindset. It's an idea developed at Stanford University by Karen West, and it's believed that the ability to learn is not fixed, that it can change with your effort. Dr. West has shown that when kids read and learn about the brain and how it trains and grows in response to challenge, they were much more likely to persevere when they failed, because they don't believe that failure is a permanent condition. So growth mindset is a great idea of building rich, but we need R. And that's where I'm going to end my remark, because that's where we are. That's the work that stands before us. We need to take our best ideas, our strong intuition, and we need to test them. We need to make sure whether we've been successful, and we have to be real software being wrong. Start over again with lesson learned. In other words, we need to be greedy about getting our kid reader. Thank you.